I think what a lot of people I think it's just all comes down to efficiency. And a lot of people tend to look at extra special techniques or different techniques and they think, okay, that's the missing thing in my training and that's going to get me better. Whereas actually, like, just getting better is already sets you ahead of most people. Most people are going in the gym and they're doing the same old, or they're not even in the gym and they're slowly getting worse. The fact that you can make improvement is a really good thing. So keep doing things that keep improving you, and slowly over the, over the months, over the years, add in extra things to keep that, to keep that graph going up in the direction that you want it to go to keep you improving. Because at the end of the day, if you can get better just doing a few lifts, just do those few lifts and then, save your other, you've got then extra time for recovery or extra time to work on your skills. Like, there's no point pumping up already pumped up tires. There's no point doing anything more than that.
And also, like, it doesn't even have to be as complicated as people make out either. So training efficiency for me is, okay, I'm going to do upper body today, right? So I want something powerful. So I'm going to say, let's say I'm going to do let's say a med ball throw against the wall, right?
Mhm.
And I want to pair that with a core exercise because that's what I like to do. And if you give people core exercise at the end of their workouts or ab exercise, we're going to call them, they won't do them because they'd rather go home. So you pair them with the power exercise, as long as it's not, a strength speed stimulus, and it's a legitimate speed, strength, or power stimulus, which will be affected by the core fatigue. So let's just say we've thrown the med ball on the wall, and then we do a long lever, stir the pot with the med ball. We've used the med ball again. So that's efficiency, right? So then you go, right, okay, my main lift today is going to be the bench. I've got to do 4 sets of 5, let's say, at 80%, right? If you're a percent worker, RP 6 or 7, whatever it is. You do your sets, you finish up. What do? You don't need to walk to the other side of the gym and go to a lat pull down. You pair then something like a floor press with a chin up because it's right there. You don't have to deload the bar. You don't have to just take a couple of weights off. And then you walk across to the dumbbell rack and you do like some vertical pressing and you do some horizontal pulling with like a bench row. So again, you're being efficient. You're pairing exercises that are really quick, back to back, bosh, bosh. You're not walking from one end of the gym or upstairs, downstairs. You're just doing the stuff right there.
Mhm.
And that's where program design fails, when it's so complicated. I've got a rule of thumb. If I look at your program and it's more than, depending on goal, obviously, but more than 8 exercises, and I'm being generous there because mine usually about 6.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you don't know what you're doing. Now, there's obviously there's caveats to that as well. Would be different modalities of mobilizations or whatever it is. But the meat and potatoes of the workout, if it's 10 to 12 exercises, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think that comes from the same psyche that gives people or that makes people do advanced techniques because they feel like they're missing out on something. And so
Yeah.
I'll always see that with people that when they'll send me their program or we'll do a consultation and I'll say like, no, you don't need this much. And they're completely scared of, I know this, I have the same, I can completely understand the mindset because I was the same, you think, oh, if I only do 2 sets of bench, there's no way I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to get weaker. My chest is going to shrivel up. I used to be petrified, and because that's just the way the fitness industry is. Because it's all so ingrained with these top notch athletes promoting all this nonsense. And
But they're
because
the right people. And he's got a 140 bench, 150 bench press, and he weighs like 100 kilograms. Let's just say it's a 150 kilogram bench press. Well, I'm happy with that.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the next few weeks, he can come into the gym, work up to a heavy single, which is around about that weight, and he's maintaining his strength. And when his strength starts to deteriorate, then we can add a few reps to that
Yep.
particular exercise. It's really fucking simple, and it's nowhere near as complex as people like to make out.
I think people also get wrapped into their own results emotionally, and they don't like the idea of, what do you mean I only have to do 2 sets of bench? Like, no way. Because we like what we're already good at, and so therefore
Yeah.
we're going to keep doing what we're already good at. Well, if that's like already good enough, and you're investing time into that is much better spent elsewhere, then you're actually wasting your time.
Well, look, like my mindset changed on direct calf training a few years ago. So I never believed in direct calf training. I always thought if you were doing enough sprint work and Mac drills and
Hmm.
pogo, enough stimulus, and you didn't need it. Then I started like looking at Alex Latera's work, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's some valid validity to this. Then I started utilizing those techniques in my own training and realized, I feel like my ankle stiffness has gone through the roof. It was actually, it deteriorated quite a lot. I just hadn't felt it. And I videoed myself doing like 3-point starts. And the first step, the ankle is stiff, the heel is holding it tight. Whereas before, it wasn't. So, my mind has changed a lot on different training modalities over the years. You just got to keep on challenging yourself and not, like I said, leaning towards your biases.